Map Engine is my Fusion script that helps you create high-quality map animations, and in this video I want to give you an overview of what is new in the latest version 10.44.5. But first, let's quickly configure Fusion. Turn off high-quality playback, then shorten your timeline and save your composition. Now go to Preferences, and under Frame Format, change your resolution and frame rate to the one you want to work in. Finally, go to Scripts and start Map Engine. After the nodes have been created, you can drag the last node in the chain into the viewer. With all this setting up out of the way, let's mask any image by a country shape. Select the image node, then open the GeoJSON manager. Locate your all countries GeoJSON or download one for free using the link down below. Then search for the feature, in my case Germany, and click on Draw. Depending on how many polygons have to be drawn out, this might take a while. And after that while is over, nothing happens because there is a bug I just can't seem to find that leads to the image not getting connected to its renderer. So locate the GeoJSON_mask plane and connect it into the corresponding feature anchor. Now you can see the masked image in the final output. Manually drawing out a polyline path on a background node is now a lot easier, because images you connect to the main flow are now scaled to 100% of the screen size. What this means is that you can visually draw out a path between Luxembourg and Poland, click on Selected to View, and it will perfectly line up. This is a small change that makes manually masking or drawing out shapes a lot more intuitive. I have removed the LOD expressions for blending between zoom layers while being in the proxy system to improve performance. For the baked system, you can choose in the config if you want to use the legacy expressions or the new keyframe-based baking. When transitioning between the layers takes too long, you can configure the amount of frames the script uses to blend between two layers. This new baking should be a lot more polished, as it only ever blends between two layers. This also has a significant performance advantage, making using the new system a no-brainer. If, however, you run into an issue, open the new config panel and dynamically change between expressions and keyframes. You can now configure the standard size for text. In this example, the text I added first is at 80%. The second one is set to 10%. Again, nothing major, just a small quality of life improvement. Speaking of texts, every text you add, every image you connect, they all have their independent renderers now. So if you want to mask an element on the map or want to change the hierarchy of media, it is a lot easier now. With all these nodes, the map engine layout gets kinda cramped. To fix this, open the config and navigate to Workspace Settings. Here you can dynamically change the X and Y spacing of your nodes to make room for more elaborate effects. Keep in mind that this only affects nodes created by the script. To not mess with your organization, user-added nodes will stay unaffected. When drawing out a route between two places, like in this case from Berlin to Hamburg, Map Engine automatically reduces the points in the polyline path to not overwhelm Fusion. If, however, you want to increase the resolution of the map route or the default width of the path, open the config and search for map route settings. In here there is a lot of customization options. Please keep in mind that these defaults are there for a reason. For my testing, Fusion does not like too many points on a single polyline path. If you have messed up the values, you can always reset to the default ones by clicking the reset button. Until now there has only been one preset way to smooth the animation. If you click on Smooth Zoom in the UI, the easing applied will start slowly, then massively ramp up and ease in slowly again. You can now configure the handle length for Smooth Zoom by opening the animation settings in the config. For a more constant zoom, for example, you can change the ease out to 0.4. On the screen right now is the comparison between the default and the adjusted curve. I would recommend you to play around with these settings by yourself to see what you like. The Check License button has been moved inside the config to clean up the UI. This is the place where you can quickly access your license information. And finally, maybe the most important update of them all, how to update. There is now a button, check for updates. After clicking that button, the script and the server-side plugin check if you are on the latest version, and if not, generate a download link for you to update. I have manually sent you the script to the email you used during checkout, so please check your emails and the spam folder. Be aware that I usually cluster a lot of these small updates into one big one like today, and then make a video on the changes. So there's no reason to spam the update button, because it doesn't do anything if there's no update. If you have not received the update, please go to the contact page on my website. Also, I have changed quite a lot in this update, so if you come across any bug, please also use the contact form so I can look into a fix. And that's it for today. I hope this update helps you create even better map animations using Map Engine in the future. That's all I have for now. Have a great day and goodbye.